language. Please answer when I call. I'm called to be the voice of the voiceless, hope of the hopeless, love insanity, defend humanity, cause this is how it's meant to be. Nobody can keep us down until we have freedom at last. Biafra will become a star in the world. Nobody can keep us down until we have freedom at last. Biafra will become a star in the world. We need to build a future where the rich and poor, the young and old is one. Let's build a nation where everyone is treated as equal. We need justice, fairness, peace and harmony, love and dignity, defend humanity, cause this is how it's meant to be. Nobody can keep us down until we have freedom at last. Biafra will become a star in the world. Nobody can keep us down until we have freedom at last. Biafra will become a star in the world. So every nation who believes in freedom, come and help us. We cannot do it alone. We don't want war. We just want our own. Nobody can keep us down until we have done the last. Biafra will become a star in the world. Nobody can keep us down until we have freedom at last. Biafra will become a star in the world. Na 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 Biafra, Biafra, na 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 Biafra, Biafra, na na say Biafra, Biafra is alive. Oh oh oh, na Biafra, Biafra, na 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 Biafra, Biafra, na na say Biafra, Biafra is alive.
Awesome. Good morning, the people of God. We are waiting for Mazia Alazi to connect us to Radio Biafra, and we will be taking off. Thank you guys for joining us today. We thank our brother Taz Andrew. You are awesome. You rock. He is the strongest fan of all time. Kudos. Thank you so much for sharing. We want to thank, who is this other? Oh, FA. Of course, FA is sharing. And there's somebody else that joined us, Ogbonnaya Francis. Thank you for joining us. We'll be starting soon. Today, our topic, as you guys can see, says marketing Biafra to the world. We all have to be good at this because we are going home. There's no other, we are born for this. We are going home. We are here to restore our land. When Chukwukika Biama allowed us to arrive on this universe, how many years ago? He was strategizing for us to restore Biafra. And that's what we're here to do. And no gates of hell will prevent that. So we thank our brothers and sisters who are tirelessly working to ensure this, restoration project. We thank you guys so much. As soon as Mazia Lozi comes on, which is unlike him, usually he's live by now. Let me see what's holding him. So I can link him in. Who knows if he's having issues with his phone. Okay, his phone is ringing. So let's see if you pick up.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Wachineke. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hand over to you.
Thank you, Mazia. Thank you, Mazia Lozi. Thank you so much. Um, my voice is echoing back. I don't know. Okay, stop. I guess it stopped. Thank you so much. I don't know what you did. Good morning, Amazi. Once again, good day, Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Monachim Saga Opala. I am here in Houston, Texas. I have my sister Ekwe in Kentucky, have sister Augusta in Richmond, not France. And I have my wonderful, the Lioness of Biafra in France, Sister Efe. Of course, before we get started, we do want to thank Chukwuka Abiyama, who makes it all possible for us to continue this restoration project. So, dear Lord, as we face these uncertain times in our land, we ask you, Lord, to dwell amongst us. We are comforted by the knowledge that you alone are our maker and our redeemer and the ultimate master of our lives. We trust our land to your loving care. Send us your spirit to touch the hearts of our people. Give us the wisdom to know what is right and the courage to do it. Give us your light and your truth to guide us in our way so that we may seek your will in our lives and impart the world around us for your kingdom. Rock of Ages, we know that you have endowed us with power, authority, and wealth to build a place of worship, a future for our children that we will once take care of once we restore our land. Therefore, we are asking for your intercession as we play our part in actualizing this God's mandate. In Chukwuka Abiyama's name we have prayed. He say, we do want to acknowledge our leader. We want to acknowledge everyone working assiduously to ensure this restoration project, hardcore IPOBs all over the world. Thank you guys so much. Our topic today is marketing Biafra to the world. Marketing Biafra to the world. Of course, we know marketing is a business strategy. A marketing strategy refers to a business overall game for reaching prospective consumers and turning them into customers. In this case, in our struggle, believers of our ideas. And it contains our value proposition and our key branding message. We all know that for we Biafrans that we are, our key branding message is total restoration of Biafran land for the freedom or total freedom of our people. So we should know that this marketing strategy should have a longer lifespan than any individual that is marketing the plan. So the idea is even if we are not here, that people will still carry on the idea, the marketing strategy that we have put in place to ensure this restoration project. Again, they must contain the value propositions as well as other key elements so that, again, consistency. We're sending the same message, Biafra restoration, total freedom of our people, constantly, all the time. As we do this, we'll have a competitive advantage over our rivalry, whether it's the zoo government, British government, whoever it is, and we can identify untapped audience, which will help us to achieve our bottom line goals. So what am I saying in essence? We have to find a way to sell Biafra to every Biafran so that it will begin to make sense to them. We all know that Biafran people are business people. When you sell things to them from a business perspective, it start making sense to them. In other words, we must give them, as we are marketing Biafra, we must give them the benefit that Biafra will give them. So not just come and join us. These are the reasons why you should join Biafra. These are the benefits of joining Biafra restoration. And as Biafrans, benefits rings a bell in their brain. Once we use this word, and you outline them, we outline all of these things to ensure that we are consistent with our words. When we do this, we increase our members, and of course, we have plenty of believers that understand where we are going. We don't have time to do this anymore. We must hit the target because time is against us. It is the responsibility of every Biafran to strategically market Biafra in any way, to anyone, to all the Biafrans, not just all the Biafrans, to everyone, to the entire world. If the Fulanis can push us out of our country, what about us that already have a country? We must do all that it takes to ensure that we restore our land. that we push them out, because this is our land. They need to go find theirs. So we are more educated, we are more equipped, we are more positioned, and we have even the strategies and and the approach to ensure this restoration project. All we have to do is to understand that we all have a goal or a role to play in this restoration project. We cannot leave it for one person. You need to find out what you've been called to do and start working from your neck of the wood, because we are going home. To continue on this topic, I have my sister Efe. Sister Efe, what are the ways we can package Biafrans to other people?
Yes. Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone. Thank you very much, Sister Munashi. Thank you, Mazi, Alege, Sister Basa, and Sister. How my fellow Biafrans, I will go to the market. I will go to market and the strategy. We will go to market Biafran people. My fellow Biafrans, we need to package Biafra very, very well. Package Biafra very, very well. Make it look very attractive to the world. Make Biafra and IPOB look very attractable to people who say they won't buy the idea. They won't buy the idea of Biafra. They can look the things when they say they need to benefit from where Biafra come. Make them understand the reason why we need Biafra. Make them understand, say, IPOB, Biafra restoration, and everybody has to pursue, not to look for anybody. Make us look very attractive, even though people will not believe on Biafra. People will not believe on Biafra, when they continue to believe on Biafra. Make Biafra very unique and make us very, very look nice and presentable to the people, to the whole world, to understand the purpose when we say we need Biafra. Paint good picture of Biafra, paint good picture of IPOB. It's for good character, for good things, for the things when we present. Paint good picture of Biafra like that, and good picture of IPOB. Make you not make good people to come they afraid of Biafra struggle, or they call it afraid of IPOB, like say IPOB don't become something, maybe say individual something, or Biafra struggle, oh no, we're not supposed to join, no. Now these people now Biafra struggle make so like some people when they like some of our people when they say that they see Biafra to be Igbo affair. That one for make a very, very make Biafra very, very good and very, very attractive to people to understand why we want Biafra. Make Biafra also, we don't only against the Igbo people, not our fellow Biafrans. So we go make sure say we thank Biafra to give our people when they say in blood for this matter to fight for the restoration of Biafra. We will make them get very, very attractive to the center to the say our common enemy now the Igbo people we don't want freedom, we don't want make us live as every other human being they live. So the purpose of us to fight for this freedom, for this Biafra restoration, now the love of freedom, equity and fairness, then they call the fight for this Biafra restoration. Nothing more, nothing less. Then we go together. And then together we go put hands together to take one this daily task one day from ground. So may you not get scared of our women or our women and our children, because we won't show them. We won't show them extraordinary power and authority. We won't show them authority. Okay. May you not make our women and our children they fear. Because we won't show unnecessary power, we won't show power when this day, not necessary for you to show at that particular time. My fellow Biafra will show everybody who is around us. They see how the Biafra take the beneficial to us. Make us look nice. So that's good character. If some people, some of us are nothing that already they do well for our workplaces. Places say we they involved to, they see they identify us. Okay, we not be like this kind of people. We be intelligent people. We be smart people. We very different from this particular people. We already they show down to the world. Make we not find ways to make our people fall in love with. Make we find every possible best to make our people fall in love with Biafra. Rather than to try to manipulate or molest them, make we do project good character like I have talked about before. So there's no character when they make them see and say, okay, now something will be different. Just like every other people now do the preach now. You see now some people now they say, oh, you see the Winners Church, their neighbor they very nice. If you see the Deeper Life Church, their neighbor they very nice. Oh, Jehovah Witness neighbor they very nice. So now those things now we supposed to possess to the world, to the show to the world. Both our wives, our children, our husband, anybody who comes there around person people, they never get the awareness of Biafra. Those characters, then we supposed to possess the beat all these people so that they will understand what we do. Promote Biafra. To continue to tell the world why Biafra needs to be restored. Do good things about Biafra. Do good things about Biafra and Biafra people. Campaign for Biafra anywhere when you go. Carry Biafra with you, especially those in diaspora. Put in your best because those of us there for diaspora now. You get every possible best to showcase Biafra. Talk about Biafra. Speak with Biafra. Speak with Biafra. Anything where they let the people where they around you, they say you are even drunk in it. Anywhere for train station or for inside train or for bus or if you go for market or you see your brother or see your neighbor go and go or go and black home. Talk about Biafra to them. Make them know, make them understand. Because now we there for the open hand or even really propagate this Biafra cause. Those of us who are there for Biafra land. Put Biafra, now we get the right pass those people who are there for Biafra land. Put Biafra flag for your car, offices, house, anything official. Things where you the product where you do. Some of them they produce sugar, they produce salt, they produce t-shirt, they produce everything. Anything, even if you not be saying you not put outside Biafra, you're alive. In any way, in any means, just put something for them. They go open at the time of Biafra. They go get shocked. So maybe we use this opportunity when we get so. Maybe they propagate this Biafra cause. In anything way we they do, even if not clean water, put us more for that place. They go see and they don't, even if they never see before they give it, after they still give the water, they go see them. Just be ready anywhere where you dey. You there for Africa, you there for diaspora, anything. We see how yesterday when they use Biafra flag paint. I will probably the shop and was I'm very, very happy to see that car. No, even toilet roll, everything. Nigerian money, what are the letter put? What are the letter put for the zoo money? The zoo money where they carry Biafra name everywhere. Take Biafra for everywhere. Take that for everywhere. Because of this opportunity I would get. We're not going to play with them. Advertise Biafra. Advertise Biafra. Product and services. Everything where you produce and put Biafra logo, Biafra label, everything we get to do Biafra.
Yes.
This one now we get this one, make we tell our people. And we must act with it, my fellow Biafra. Act with it because nobody is coming to do this Biafra cause for us. Nobody is coming to propagate it for us. Now we ourselves will know the benefit, and we can make people to understand the benefit when we say we go get where Biafra come as a people. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister Efe. Now, we that this Biafra they wait for, nobody's going to do it for us. So if you're selling toilet roll, if you're selling t-shirt, put a Biafra logo on it. Let's tell this world that we are here to stay. We are not hiding anymore. Oh, Sister Augusta, please tell us ways we can brand and rebrand Biafra.
Thank you very much, Sister Muna. And thank you, Biafrans all over the world. Thank you, Sister Ekwe, Sister Efe, and Maza Loze. Thank you. Thank you. Every Saturday we are here propagating the good news. Thank you, Sister Muna. You're talking about rebranding Biafra. And the reason why we need to do that, the fact is that in order to correct the wrong pictures that were previously presented, some people have painted us, they painted a picture of Biafra that we love money so much. You know, when they say an Igbo man, they say, give Igbo man money, give Igbo man life. They would prefer to go after the money. You understand? They feel that we love money more than we love our freedom. But we have to change that. We really, really have to change that. And to correct the previous lies and propaganda against Biafra, we have to understand that in the past, Yoruba Gada media really did us bad. They did us evil. They messed us up. They were the one that had the press in those days. They were the one that had the opportunity to own newspapers. They own newspapers in those days. They had the printing press, I think is located in Ibadan. They had that. So it was what they wrote on their papers that people believed in the past. That was what they believed. And that is why they have grown into a whole lot of nonsense right now, messing up what journalism used to be. They can now Photoshop every news against Biafra and Biafra people. Even during the genocidal war, they deceived the world. They lied to them. They called us all manners of names. They told all types of lies about our identity. Now we are beginning to see and understand how their so-called journalists made it up to the top. How they did it was that they were doctoring articles, you know. They even plagiarized, you know, like article Abdul Salam plagiarized United States Constitution, not knowing that there's a difference. There's a difference in how
copy and paste.
Copy and paste, yes. That's what they did. So Zoo is like that. Nigeria is like that. They've been doing this for a very, very long time. They'll be doing copy and pasting. They will use a video, they will manipulate it, and you will think that this happened in real life, not knowing that it's being manipulated. They've been doing this for a very, very long time. They stay in their studio and cook up whatever they want, and the gullible people would believe it. You understand? Because they have been doing this for a while. They have been able to control our minds, and they have been manipulating our people. But guess what? It's about to change. It has already changed, actually. You understand? So this is what Buhari and Jubril right now, and the Fulani cabals, they knew this so well. And that was why they brought in Femi Adesina to come and do their dirty work. He's a Yoruba journalist. I don't even know where he graduated from. You understand? And what you have to understand that Adesina's name, as the name implies, Ade means crown. Shino means like an open door. It means that his crown should be able to open doors for him. Adesina is also spelled the same way as Adeshina. Adeshina means that is a crown that has missed his road or missed his way.
You sure did.
It's the same spelling but different pronunciation. Adeshina and Adeshina. So in all honesty, Femi is actually bearing Adeshina. He has missed his way. He's missed his crown. He's missed his path. And because he missed his path, he can tell us all kinds of nonsense, manipulate all kinds of story. He doesn't care. He feels it does not affect him. And because it doesn't affect him, it doesn't matter. Maybe his kids or family are abroad or whatever. So he doesn't care the kind of news it pushes down our throat. It doesn't care the kind of news Nigerians listen to. It doesn't care, provided it sells. They do all these soft sales magazines. I remember in those days, they do all these soft sell magazines and people are, you know, the people go into it, buy these things and read junk. The kind of junk that you cannot even imagine. They don't even do investigative journalism, which Americans do. For every story that is out there, Americans will send their investigative journalists to go out there and check out the stories. They don't check out their stories. So they just put 2 and 3 together. And guess who they used? A Yoruba man to do their dirty work. That is what they did. So they have been doing this for a very long time. And we have decided that no more. And how did that happen? Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a very smart man, an ordained man of God. This one is not like a pastor that they did sign. This one was like, God said, go and take care of my people. And he gave him strategy of how to go about it. And he said that the first thing he has to do, which I love him for, because if he had not done that, we will still be in the same kind of shoes that we are, you know. He came, first of all, dismantling all the lies that were told. And how did he do that? Radio Biafra London. Dismantling all the lies that were told, how they gerrymandered the Old Eastern region, how they messed up our sensibilities. Yes, our sensibilities were messed up, as in they grounded it. He opened our eyes. He said that the first thing to dismantle are the lies. And the only way we can dismantle the lies is go back to that venue, the medium that they used in conquering us, which was the Zoom media. And thank God, in this particular dispensation, that was the first thing we did. IPOB conquered the media. Everybody is an investigative journalist in IPOB. Whether you went to journalism school or not, it doesn't matter. Thank God for what is it called? The smartphone. It can capture anything at any time. So everybody is awake. And that aspect has been dismantled. So they cannot tell stories about us. They cannot mess up our intelligence anymore. We are wide open. We are our minds are wide open and clear. You understand? So that was one thing he did. And guess what? Our deputy Mazi Mekong did a great job in the last interview he had with the Ben TV in the United Kingdom. You understand? By dismantling all the atrocious news or whatever they've had about us in the past, he dismantled it. He didn't allow that lady to go scot-free. No, he did not. He didn't allow her to go scot-free. He made sure that she understood what they were talking about. There was a Tunji guy that called from probably United Kingdom when he was on the program, and the guy was saying, "Hey, that we should be careful about how we treat our supposed leaders in diaspora, because the people back at home are the people that will bear the brunt." And he was saying, how would you suddenly start caring for Igbo man? You know about how they do their stuff. They will come and smile with you, joke with you, laugh with you. But at the end of the day, you know what they have at the back of their mind is what they have at the back of their minds. You didn't talk about our people when they were being killed, when they were being molested, when they were being humiliated, when they were being massacred. You never talked about it. But you're now talking about it because you felt that, oh, people in diaspora, if they mess up if they treat their leaders anyhow, heck them or shoot, whatever, that the people at home they would be maltreated. Guess what? The people at home are already tired. They have reached their end point. They have reached the point where whatever they do to them now no longer even matters. You understand? No longer matters. So they have reached that point. They have reached that point where they can. The only way they can move is forward. No more backwards. So if he was trying to, he's being indigenous. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He has not talked about his brother Showore head in prison for a while. He's talking about people that they will deal with, or IPOB members that will be dealt with. So these are the antics, the tactics that these people try to use all the time. And guess what? We have dismantled it. So what we need to do right now is that we all need to be not just investigative journalists. We all need to start granting interviews all over the world, in all different languages. We'll have to do that in TV and radio stations. If you know the local station in your community, go out there and grant interviews. Speak any language. Speak the language of the community where you live in diaspora or anywhere, even in the zoo. Speak the language of that community if you can. Let them know that we have to propagate Biafra by ourselves. We don't need them to propagate Biafra for us, because if they do, they would mix up the stories. They would tilt the story to their own angle, and we don't want anybody to tell our stories. We are going to tell our stories ourselves. So we need to go out there and start granting interviews, like the excellent work IPOB did in Germany, where they had a model. I'm sure the guy in his wildest dream won't try to come and eat yam here in abroad. Let him grow the yam in only good yam and eat with his own community. And the one they did in Japan, our IPOB people, they went out there and started figuring out when Jubril would come in. There was no Jubril. Jubril was not found in Japan. And people were saying, IPOB, because of the doctored
pictures, videos
that were out there. People were saying, but Buhari was there. Didn't you see when they were singing for him? I'm like, for crying out loud, which Buhari was there? Nigeria used to be, or supposedly used to be, the giant of Africa. How would the president of the giant of Africa come into another country and they don't have delegates from the other country to come and welcome.
Or from his country. From his country.
Welcome the country. Again, for crying out loud. Welcome the country. They don't have delegates. They don't have people that are the indigents of the host country cannot come out and welcome this guy that is supposedly from the biggest African country in the world. They don't have that. That did not happen. And I'm wondering, where is NTA here? NTA is supposed to be the national television or whatever. Why did NTA not follow Buhari from supposedly Buhari to pray? From because here in America, if Trump is traveling to any part of the world, CNN will follow him, MSNBC will follow him, Fox News will follow him, all the TV stations will follow him. They have the press corps. The press corps will be with him in Air Force One. They would follow him. They want to take all the moves. When he stands down, when he coughs, whatever he does, they want to report everything. And that is how a president should look like. First of all, Buhari does not even look presidential. That's like that Jubril does not even look presidential to start with. It is like a walking corpse. So will follow him because
maybe the cows will follow him, the Nama.
Follow him. So there is no documented evidence showing that this guy arrived in Japan. What they showed us was when he was stepping down from the airplane, and he was being greeted by the same zoo people. in Japan, zoo people were the ones greeting you. What happens to the delegates from the country, from the host country? When the South African president got to Japan, there was red carpet rolled out for him. Femi Adesina, I now call him Adesina. You all need to get the pronunciation right. His name is Adesina, not Adesina. Adesina. He missed his road. He missed his crown.
He sure did.
Yeah, could not give us an authentic picture from the beginning of him moving from the zoo to Japan. And everybody gullibly believing that this guy had, oh my God. And tomorrow night we say he read journalism from School of Accra and Bread. How do you compare a guy, a supposed learned guy that is supposed to be very intelligent, understand his job, is out there deceiving our people?
I know. He bought his certificate, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So we all need to let them know that this can no longer happen. We need to begin to speak. The host country, wherever we live, we need to speak their language. We need to go out there and start propagating Biafra. We need to, if you don't know how to do it, get one of your friends. One will hold the camera and will be videoing you. Like I think one of our ladies, I think her name is Chamaka or Chamara, that was in Maryland or so, I can't remember for sure. She went on a podium and started shouting, "Give us Biafra!" A young lady, beautiful Biafra lady. She was shouting, and people at the background that probably taking her picture were saying, "Oh, there is a voice over," and the lady, probably a white lady or so, because I could distinctly hear the voice, was saying that she is crying for the emancipation of her people. We need to go out there and start doing that so that people would understand where we are coming from. We need to give Biafra a brand new packaging, because the one those people gave us is not Biafra.
No, it's not.
We need to improve our outlook. We need to correct the previous mistakes and the impression that they had about us. The zoo has had bad packaging already. Now it's time for us to break that their packaging and rebrand ourselves. And it's something that we can do. So we need to move away from the zoo and their stories and what's not. That is why we choose to do things differently. We know that our product is good and we are super proud of it.
Yes.
We are super proud of it. No, okay, like Chineke, Chukwuka created us in a different way. We don't know the fabric where Chineke created us from. Because if we know, we would understand that we are the real sons and daughters of the Almighty God.
Of course, and rightfully so.
It's showing because everywhere you go, even in diaspora here, you probably are working in an establishment. There is something about you that sticks. There is something about you. And they want to know why everything about you is different. All because it's okay. God by himself created you. And we need to start showcasing that. We need to start showcasing that. We need to do it. Nobody's going to do it for us. Because if they do it for us, they're going to mess it up. So we need to do it ourselves. We need to know that our product is good. I want to remember our product, Biafra. Biafra sticker, Biafra flag, Biafra ad. Let me show you. I have a Biafra.
All things Biafra.
All things Biafra. By the time we exhibit it everywhere, they will know that we aren't kidding. That we are not joking. That we mean what we're saying. We refuse to change the name like some people have suggested.
No.
Because our name is Biafra.
Yes, and it will remain so.
Yeah, our name is Biafra. We can't change it. Some people say that Biafra reminds them of war and kwashoko. That's true. But the truth also is that Biafra reminds us of bravery. Because the men and women that fought in the 60s, they were brave.
Very brave.
They were fighting with their bare hands.
Very brave.
They had the technology. They had the mindset that we are going to get Biafra. Before Awolowo suggested that starving 3.5 million children is the weapon that they would use. And she got properly up on Gahon. He committed suicide. That's how would you kill children for crying out loud? Children had kwashoko during the Civil War. He caused it. He brought that useless suggestion. And guess what? When it was time for him to kill himself, he couldn't even take it back because those children tormented his life. And that is why we have to rebrand that the kwashoko and war. Because when you talk to our people about joining the struggle, they said they have to give him and during the war. Have you been born then? They did nobody get back to you. You are still a baby. Your parents are not even thought about conceiving you. So what will you know about the war? During the war, if you see my war picture, my kwashoko, my tummy was as big as this.
They didn't even have pictures, my dear. They're telling stories.
Stories. Yes, your tummy was big and bigger, but the truth about it is that you survived. You survived to live to fight for another day. And this time around, we are using every strategy to make it work. So come and be part of it. We chose to see our heroes and heroines who fought the entire war with bare hands for 3 years. That was what they did. On the last time before that, Kedafaya Awolowo brought starvation as a weapon. And guess what? He is not here to even tell the story. Our ancestors believed that we were worth dying for. That's why they chose to die for us.
Yes.
And today we are alive. And we shall continue the story, whether they like it or not. Colonel Juku used his father's wealth to fight for Biafra. So we are going to use whatever we have to fight for Biafra. He didn't give up on his people because he wanted freedom. Some people don't even understand the difference between freedom and wealth. They believe that, oh, because I live in a mansion, I drive a fleet car, I live in here. That's those in the zoo. Even here in diaspora, they don't understand that you don't even need all those ephism. You don't need all those, what is it called? You don't need all those flamboyancy to be able to have freedom. Because the freedom you need is that one that you want to do whatever you want to do at any time and nobody disturbs you about it. And this is how Biafra is going to look like. There are going to be checks and balances, definitely. But the truth about it is that we are going to determine our culture, our way of life, how we want to live, what we want to do, the God we want to worship, whatever we want to do, it's going to be there. Not having our sample and determining how we live our lives. So people will have to wake up and rebrand Biafra. Do everything Biafra. Carry the flag up and down, whatever you're going to. Do whatever it will take for you to get noticed. Do whatever it will take for people to understand that we are here.
That's why we have a signboard.
Yes. And I have the small letter. It's always, I have like 2. I put it in there. So do all whatever it will take for somebody, like anybody that says the year used to here Biafra. They say yes, yes, yes. I don't come. I don't come. What do you go do? We gotta go. What are you doing here? You've been here 50 years. Nothing. No improvement. Nothing. I ain't here my own Friday, Saturday, Sunday party. But now we are talking about Biafra. And everybody is beginning to listen. They're beginning to understand. Because it's beginning to affect their communities. Our Fulani have taken over their community. Not even I will say anymore. Excuse me. The Fulani have taken over their community. So they see this. So what are we talking about? We all need to wake up And the time is right now. The time is here. Everybody wake up and take the match. Nobody's going to teach you how to brand Biafra. Brand it your own way. Do it anyhow. Once you put these 4 colors, we are good to go. Do it and let the world know that we are not joking. Thank you very much, Sister Mona, and thank you, Biafrans all over the world.
Thank you, Sister Augusta. Yes, we are going home. We're going to carry our signboard. It will be right on your face. There is nothing you can do about it. We wear you to work. We wear you to church. We wear you to the grocery store. This is us and we are this. Sister Ekwi, who is responsible for marketing Biafra?
Us, my sister, us, you and me, we the Biafrans, the indigenous people of Biafra. Nobody will do it for us. Oh, by the way, thank you, my people. I forgot to greet you because this is all a woman. My people, I greet you. I greet all of you, my wonderful sisters, my lovely sisters. I thank you for the wonderful job you're doing. Sister Augusta, Sister Efe, Sister Mona, God bless all of you. And our wonderful listeners, we thank you. Those that are passionate about Biafra, even those that are not even Biafra, they just love Biafrans. We thank you. We thank you for supporting us in this critical hour, this traveling time. We thank anybody that is not a Biafran, that you love Biafrans, and the things about Biafrans impress you. We thank you for supporting us. People like you are the people we need in this struggle. You are the ones we are saying we want to market this Biafra to you people so that you understand how this thing you stand to gain from this restoration of Biafra. Thank you so much, my people. Marketing Biafra is our responsibility. Now, who gets something? I need a seller. Don't be so, my people. If I have something, and it's my responsibility to sell it. What you call your dog is what your dog will answer. If you call your dog Bingo, he will answer Bingo. If you call your dog Buhari, he will answer Buhari. Come for this, because that will be the reminder of you. So what you call your dog is what your dog will answer. We have this analogy, the ant analogy. If you see ants, when they have an assignment, when they have a project, when they have a big crumb of bread or biscuits to carry, the one that sees it will go and call the rest for you to all Umunaya and Umada as the Yomdi, they are already on that bread crumbs. They will gather there and they will start carrying it. What will people say? Buni buni, Ibrani Danda. When we are small, because in our culture, everything teaches you about life. They were playing as children. We will carry something. They will say, Buni Buni, Ibrahim Danda. You know, Danda is that ant. It's not today. We start telling you that our culture has everything. In fact, if you go to the university of our culture, you don't need university anymore. It will teach you about life. It will teach you about survival. What are they teaching us as children? Clearly, that if you carry something together, you will not feel the weight.
Absolutely.
If you carry something together with your brothers and sisters, you will not feel the weight because you're sharing the responsibility, you're sharing the risk, you're sharing the cost, you're sharing everything, and it becomes lighter.
Yes.
This is what Biafra is. Biafra is a super nation. It's a huge nation. Mazen Namdekan will tell us it's a nation of nations. And we have told you people in this platform that one nation out of Biafra will be strong and super. Just one inside Biafra. So Biafra is a huge project. It's not something only me can do. It's not something only you can do. It's something we will do together. You notice the ant. The Bible says, if you don't have sense, go to the ant, go to Danda, and learn some sense. They want to carry something, they don't carry it alone because they know they can't carry it. And they move it together and they continue on a file, in a common file, which is something we are trying to say when we say command and control. Command and control doesn't mean you should manipulate and dominate and kill our women and children. That's not command and control. Command and control doesn't mean you should make the women voiceless. And only you for 4 hours, you're talking, only you get mad. What are you saying? What do you know that you're saying? Command and control means the information you're getting, the knowledge that Chukwuka is giving you, you're passing it to the person below you, and that person to the person to the below you, and like that, just like and you collect them immediately. Immediately, fast, because that bread they are carrying is important to them.
Yes.
They carry it until they get to the hole. When they get to the hole, they know that this bread is too big. Can't enter here. That's when they will now go and bring their mama and their papa and all the old women that are inside the hole to come and start biting that bread and taking it piecemeal, piece by piece, before you know that bread will disappear inside the hole.
I know.
This is what Tupo said. He said, if you don't have sense, Danda in our language is that ant. That's the original name in Igbo language, which is just one of the languages in Biafra land. Other languages, they have what they call it. He says, if you don't have sense, go to Danda. Go to that little ant and learn some sense. See how they are doing their community. It's a community work. It's something old, young, men, women, disabled, everybody. That is the structure Chukwuka painted. That's why when Chukwuka called Mazen Nandekanu, he did not tell him to go and meet politicians so that they will give him money and he restore Biafra. Because he knows those people will buy Biafra and will lose it. He said, go and call your brothers and sisters anywhere they are. Go and locate them. He said, I can't do this job. He said, you must do it too. If you don't do it, you run man. It's okay. I don't want to run man. Okay, Papa, let me go. He left. He started going around all over the world. And now just recently you saw him making toy again. Some people say, why is the man that can walk it up and down? He did the job they gave him. That's his own assignment. His own assignment is to go and look for us where we are sleeping, wake us up and connect us together. Finish. That's his job. It doesn't mean that when he now finishes connecting you, you will come and start watching Mazen Nandikan as if he's playing ball and you are the spectator and you're watching him. Mazen Nandikan come and restore Biafra for us. No! It is our responsibility. Because when you finish restoring, if Mazen Nandikan will restore Biafra for you, are you going to name it Mazen Nandikan nation? It's a nation for all of us. We will build it together.
Yes.
If you ever gift that Tupoke has given you, use it. Like my sister said, Yoruba media, they have done us bad. They are not the one that will restore Biafra for us. CNN, BBC, all these ones, they will not restore Biafra for us. These ones, what they do is they cook meat and they sell it to higher bidder. They cook meat like okra soup, not us. When they finish, they who want buy your if I pay more, they will feed them. If Asian nation pay more, they will feed them. They have lost human conscience. They don't have conscience. When people are dying now, they see blood. I don't know what they see. When they see blood of a black man pouring away, and maybe their mind is telling them that it's a cup of alcohol. I don't know. Because it doesn't make any meaning to them. They don't have heart for people that are suffering, people that are dying. They don't care. That's why President Trump called them liars. Even President Trump knew that for him to be president of America, he does not need to depend on liars. He started doing his own broadcast by himself. He entered road. He began to talk to his people. All his people, the common people. Because some of the things he says are the things they say under the plate inside their house. This is how Biafra is. Why they are calling Mazen Nandikan bad names? You know that what he's saying is true. You the common man. You the common man, the suffering woman, the one that is dying. You know that what Mazen Nandikan and Akio that are saying is true. So carry Biafra and go and sell Biafra. It is your responsibility. If you know that this is true, what do you now do? Carry it and go and sell it. That's why we are set to tell our stories by ourselves. Our people are coming up with every form of news agencies, media, broadcasting platforms. Let them come. We want to broadcast our own news. We don't want the CNN to broadcast for us anymore. We want to say it in Japan.
I know.
We say it in Malaysia language. We say it in German. We will say our own news now. We will report that now by ourselves. Like my sister said, investigative journalism. Now we want one now. So we will carry our news by ourselves. We want the world to hear our story directly from our mouth. If you see somebody and you're telling them about your stomach where feet for shock, that person will believe you more than you will believe CNN that is cooking stories. That's why we say rebrand your news. That thing that when you talk of Biafra, you're hearing for shock, you're hearing your stomach that grew big. Use it and market Biafra. Tell them you see me here when they talk to you so. That time I was small, my stomach was big. But the world came to killed me. My people fought for me. Ojukwu gave out the whole wealth of his father so that I would be alive. So you told the story, rebranding. You say, see, because of all those sacrifices, that's why I'm alive. Today, some of my people are in that same situation in my village. And they need to be rescued. So we need avengers. So all those movies that are acting, we need an avenger. By the way, one movie just came out. It's by one of our sisters. He said 1929. That's what they call the movie in Amazon. He told the story about what happened, what our women, the bravery of our women, how they were all those tax stuff and everything, and how they were killing us, so that you will know that this thing we are seeing today didn't start today.
No.
It started a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It started a long time. When you know where, my people say, if you know where men begin to beat you, you will know where it's right. But if you don't know, that is say no. Who don't know, no. Now who won't know, who know. So we say kudos to her, and we want more people. Go, do those that will sing song. Those that will do movie. And those that will just give me. We want to take over and decide the destiny of our own destiny for ourselves. In Biafra land, even if we have 20 TV stations, radio stations, so far you're not lying to the people and deceiving people like Ademi, Shino. How my sister said we call her? So now they Shino. That the Shino we don't want her. The Shino we don't.
No, sister Ekwi, not be Adeshino, Adeshino.
Oh,
the one that means food. Shino, Oh, Shino, We need to get it right.
So the one where Miss Road, the car where Miss Road. So we don't want people make it deceive our people. So far your TV station, your radio station is telling our people the truth. Your whatever platform, whatever you're listening to talk. So far you are getting the news. And where can you get correct news? Radio Biafra London. Come and be educated. Because we say this is not our university. This is our platform of the people. Where people will call in directly and tell you what is happening to them. So you will hear it, then you disseminate the information. So we don't want lazy Oluwale who can mix with journalism. No, we want investigative journalism. When you hear, you go and check out. Call one or two persons, try and find out what is going on. Then in the language where you live, you will not tell the story. So in Biafra land, every language will get power, ability to promote and market their own culture, their identity. So there are people directly in a language they will understand. We will not be a lizard people. So we don't want to speak. If you can speak, good. If you know to speak the one way you can. All you know, talk to your people. That's what we're saying. So no part of Biafra will be marginalized. In fact, that word will be deleted from our vocabulary. There's nothing like marginalization. No day inside there. Who want marginalized somebody where I'm busy trying on how to make myself better? So you will do your own, I'll do my own, and it has to start now. It has to start now. I don't want work for anybody. I used to tell my mom, she's elderly. She would say, oh, do that, no mommy, you have your own brain. Don't use my own brain, join your own. Use your brain and use my brain. That's why it is something she performs so wonderful that you people like, wow, you're amazing. Because I didn't want her to use my brain. I said, Mama, use your brain, you're very intelligent. And she is very smart. So we cannot allow people to be walking while we're watching them. According to Mazin Namikano, he said every part of Biafra shall be allowed to develop at our own pace. Be at your level, keep moving. One little thing you're doing, we need it. That small one you're doing, we need it. Don't think we don't need it, we need it. The one way get big power to do big one, do big one. In my language, they say, so if your ability is big, you are rich, you have money, don't use it and make baby to be dancing on top of it. Use the money to sponsor what we are doing. That's your own part. If your own sense you have, you can speak English. I beg, help us go speak to the strong. Speak to those who study understand English, because we know that this speak. Go speak on our behalf. The best thing also, and your own not to speak German. Please go to German government. Speak the thing where the warriors them. Your own not a time you go speak. Speak there. If this family and that sinner they are there waiting where you be. If he could be so dedicated, marketing life, marketing dead Buhari, marketing dead country, how much more we that have truth? we dey buy and sell. People mad that Biafra man we dey buy and sell. This is what we do naturally. So let's sell the Biafra ideology to the world. The way we have been selling shoes and bags to them, it's time to sell Biafra ideology to the world. You see, Apostle Peter was a fisherman. When Yeshua called him, he said, Peter, I know say you've been fishing fish, but now I will make you fisher of men. So we have been selling shoe and bags. Now go and sell Biafra. That's what we're saying. You see my sister, she's drinking water. The cup is Biafra cup. You see her putting the badge on her body, big logo, signboard, everything is there for our body. Me, if I'm going out, it's Biafra t-shirt I wear. Some people will look at me, people that want to smile before. I know say those will be Nigerians. When they see say Biafra, their face goes split. Even if I'm smiling at them, they will split. But at least she has seen that Biafra was carrying.
Yes,
so
yes.
Biafra is following her. Anywhere she thought, Biafra, my car, I use Biafra flag. The sticker, every car where they see her carry Biafra sticker. Carry Biafra. Everywhere, anything about me, that Biafra. If I go church, I go carry my own side. Anywhere I go, that Biafra, they waka. Anywhere I enter, Biafra, waka come. So if you're running away from Biafra, when you see me, that convulsion will begin. And then I go feed you deliverance for you if I fit. So let's work together and go and market Biafra. Like my sister Efe said, we be strategic. We promote it. We advertise it like any product you want to sell. We do it together. But if you have a company, you have workers that are working for you there. Let them wear t-shirt, Biafra t-shirt. Make all of them. You have whatever company you have, your workers, talk to them. You don't say we should force them. Tell them, please, I have a product to sell. I know we sell all these things, I have this one too to sell. It's my nation, Biafra, and it's important to me. Please, can you now be wearing Biafra t-shirt? We have beautiful ones, different styles, different colors. Then everybody that is coming inside your company is seeing Biafra everywhere. Your clients, your customers, they're seeing Biafra everywhere. It's a communication starter.
Yes.
That is this Biafra about. Then you start telling them the story.
Yes.
You see how it is? So Biafra everywhere. Biafra color everywhere.
All things Biafra, yes.
All things Biafra, my sisters. We own the market of West Africa. We are in charge, buying and going up and down. Why do you think people get scattered up all over? He scattered us so that we run sell Biafra to the whole world. So begin to sell Biafra. If you're in Ghana, sell Biafra. China, Asia. Go there, go train people manufacturing lotion, manufacturing Brazilian hair, manufacturing cream, relaxer, wristwatch, pen, complex, Milo. Some people are manufacturing medicine. Oh, malaria medicine. I know the man doing malaria medicine from my village. Go and put Biafra everywhere there. Let's flood the market with Biafra. Whether they are eating, they are drinking, they see Biafra. When they sleep and wake up, they see Biafra. And the next thing, they will start to say what people want. So next time when you tell them about Biafra, they will ask you where. When you say Biafra are dying, they will say where. They will now see, these Biafra people everywhere.
Yes, yes.
So in their dream, they will see Biafra. Even when they're having nightmares, they wake up, Biafra.
Yes.
So how can they be sleeping peacefully when our people are dying? We won't allow them to sleep.
No.
The Bible says, give them no rest. He says, this I want to shout, shout. Give them no rest until justice is done. Let's change the face of this struggle. Let's be more strategically aggressive and thirsty for freedom. You see how the Fulani, they are thirsty and killing people anyhow because they want to take our land. We are the owners of land. So let's be aggressive. Let's show that we are thirsty for freedom. There's no way we will show the entire world that we are thirsty for freedom and liberty. That the world will not say what people want. So let's not give them rest. Let's shout Biafra everywhere. Everywhere you go, Biafra goes. And then Biafra will come. Thank you so much for listening to us. May you continue to bless everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely. We are here to restore Biafra. Biafra first. Biafra in everything that we do. Biafra, like she said, we need to give them a nightmare that when you turn to the left is Biafra. You turn to the right is Biafra. You look upward, it's Biafra. You look backwards, it's Biafra. is everything Biafra. We have to be aggressive about marketing our product, which is Biafra, because it's a great thing. Biafra is a way for freedom for Black people all over the world. Biafra is the place of Chukwukika Abiyama. Biafra is the right thing to do. Sister Efe, why should we market Biafra?
Yes, thank you very much. Again, if you Fulani they market their agenda, they market their agenda, they prepare for their agenda. Why we not go do the same thing? Why we not go market Biafra? If you Fulani they bring that 22,000 billion naira for Ruga, for all our land, for the whole of 36 states of the dominable so called Nigeria, why we not go market? Why we not go market Biafra? As we dey shout, that they do what that they do. They pay death and done to us. Why we not go do the same thing? Why we not go pay death and done to make the market our and they pursue our Biafra cause with everything we do. When we as the shop say they stop, but when we say we even dey stop and pass down, they show that they determine to root down everybody, to Islamize everybody, to take everything that belongs to us. Why we not go do the same thing? Why do they rub shit for our face? Too many they rub shit for our face. Why we do not go do the same thing? Why we do not go rub shit for their for their face? Why we do not go hold them down to their throats to make sure say they're not shame, not do anything, they're not move anything? I say, what did that one name the other day when they didn't Jordan, I mean I went to the other man name when they say for Fulani Makuda. He don't say if IPOB go and do this, I will send and that means Igbo blood will just flow on the ground. IPOB blood will just flow on the ground. Now we tell them say make it do in blood. We want more of the blood to flow because the blood has been flowing. So we want more of the blood to flow. We need to hold these people for a very bad place, whether they hold us for a very bad place, whether they behave to us like say they're not standing like say we don't be anything. The same thing too, but see the show they say, they determine, that's how we determine. How should they be raised? We too will be raised. So everybody now something when we say we must stand safe to fight. This is not the same, you go to hide for your fellow brother. Making they manipulate you, making they do everything, they turn you around. Because most of all these things we they face today so now because of we know they give the challenge the way that they give us, we know they give back to them. Not that the IPOB come. IPOB together to know what to do alone. That's why they call on everybody to showcase this Biafra cause when they say it's there for council. That's why they call on everybody. Say your very best. Make sure say make sure say you do. Especially those of us who get for diaspora, when you get rules and rights to propagate this Biafra restoration. Make we not hesitate to do it. Now our right to sell and market Biafra to the whole world. For any possible bet we say we get. Now our rights to basically we do the needful. May you not let anything the way they market for your place. Some of them they work for bank. They'll say if you feel me so target, if you feel me so thing, you get what you get with the money that they did, they raise their post. They raise their post. So then you will work very hard to us, and even for our company, even for the work. We see they give ourselves challenge. Say by people time like this, we'll become something like that, we'll become something like this. No, see put the same V for Biafra struggle. No, see put the same V. No, they give our target. Like some of us know where they win from. Also the mobility officer or some people. Normally, even if you don't even get it, do what you're supposed to do as a people. Now challenge where your fellow another ethnic group don't give you. Challenge when they don't put upon themselves. You know when they say put upon yourself, say this battle we are going to be the winner. Maybe you say put upon yourself because I your duty and your right for you to do that one. Make we say that, we said Biafra Biafra, propagate Biafra struggle for any means possible. Where we say we get, we propagate Biafra struggle. Not leave it for anybody. Not sit down make people when they propagate, when they talk about Biafra, the past. No, I'm not telling you, I'm not past. I'm not going to what I'm do. I'm not telling you Biafra massacre. Some of us every day come decide for those of us study for that one. You leave people for us, so and people they don't believe that, so they propagate Biafra. All those kind of things. Now let her pull you down. Those people they know the person go tell them when they join you when the time come. Now the way you take showcase, the way you take the time they say, see how the Biafra will take be, how the thing will take the if they talk, say they wake up, they go see her, they turn front, they go see her, they turn back, they go see her. Now so you go the person go tell them. Yesterday, I was there for Biafra struggle, but today we are there for Biafra struggle. So as everybody will be saying the joy on daily basis, that's how it be. But now your efforts, now you go make the people know say what will they do if they effective or what will they do the benefit of it. Now your effort, I go show that one to that, I go show that to the world. Thank you very much. I'm gonna give this opportunity to thank our brothers, our IPOB brothers for Japan, and our IPOB brothers too for Germany for the job well done what they do for us. They make us proud, and we expect to see more and more because we need to apprehend these people and really deal with them very, very, very well because they are there to start us. Thank you very much. But we could tell my people for this message where our Biafra mother get for all this very Saturday for them and you be my door and any so to any shakiri. Why any job, why any Canada, why not Sama, why no Kwani, why not Bo, why any Biafra, we don't be, why any Calaba, or Marubona, and I to you if Papa is jumping now, me, already like Kabaka participate with radio. Money or time, so let's say Biafra, or be or don't want or I can okay, Nana, all no funny. Abada hotel Biafra mo yemu, abada mo sere, abada mo pada, abada mo piwo, abada mo peka, asaka areba, abada pray with Biafra niyo, abada mo kon Biafra mo David. Eru obi ogo mi yo, isu wo ku mi yo, I product. White ovo, one product pure water, one product one product plastic, one product propagate Biafra. One of you know, any support, any shakilo, what that about you made what that about you will time Biafra you will propagate a product propagate Biafra. When can you benefit your credit? But if Biafra that the company well what do you will propagate or can you benefit but if Biafra initial Biafra or can be there there and then you become be that enjoy right yabare and what work can start over cabo over to and be priest no time Biafra come on Bible in a sense oh by your Biafra by your way over for one down over as a water sherry as water fan as a kazaka sawadeya I wish I would Jakube what I committed Bobo what can on propagate in Biafra restoration to so that I will be benefit of in Biafra restoration. So I will go to and I will restore as a question on when Biafra. All the working will go in so called security. Any Biafra vote up on Mejobi. He say, thank you very much. Thank you so much.
He said, Wachineke, thank you so much, our people. Like we said, we are here to sell Biafra. No one will prevent that. Biafra is our home, is our destiny, is our life. We breathe and we live Biafra, and we are here to ensure the restoration project. Sister Augusta, what time is it?
Yes, so it's time to sell Biafra. It is. It's time to sell Biafra to the whole world. If not now, when? If not us, who? Who is going to sell it for us? They just roasted the Reverend Father in Taraba, I think it's Taraba State, not too long ago. I think it was last week. As in they set a match on him, and this guy was burning up. Roasted him like sleep. A Reverend Father. So if these people do not care about a man of God, What do you think they would care about? So we need to start selling Biafra. And we need to start selling Biafra now. We don't need anybody to sell it for us. We need to sell Biafra ourselves. I remember my son, one time we have this Biafra t-shirt that we have here. He won a free dress. You know, here in America, you don't just wear anything, especially if it has an inscription on the t-shirt. You know, you have to win that opportunity to be able to wear it. He was my 10-year-old, Biafra is his middle name. He wore the t-shirt and went to school. And somebody was asking him, hey, what is this? I mean, the little kids are very, very inquisitive. They were asking him, hey, what is this? He said, it's my country, Biafra. And they were asking him, does it mean you're no longer from the U.S.? He said, yeah, I'm from the U.S., but I'm also from Biafra land. And they were asking, where is Biafra land? He said, Biafra land is somewhere away from the zoo. And they were asking him, do you mean Houston Zoo? He said, no. One zoo in Nigeria, you know, the zoo called Nigeria. And he was able to explain, it was like a conversation starter. He was telling his classmates that there's a country called Zoo, and that country is Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
And that Biafra is trying to break away, move away from Zoo. He has told that idea to his classmates. And guess what? These kids will be very, very inquisitive. They want to know a country that is coming out from Zoo. Because they asked him, do you mean Houston Zoo or Simbamba? That the zoo called Nigeria. So they would want to start investigating. You know, kids here, these people, they'll go online and start doing their investigation. He has already sold Biafra to those kids. Mm-hmm. Whether they appreciate it now or not, they would have an idea. And he won that opportunity, I think 2 or 3 times, to be able to wear his Biafra t-shirt to school. That is selling Biafra. That is marketing Biafra. That is telling people that don't know about Biafra that there is a country, there is a nation, there are people called Biafrans. So if we don't do it, who is going to do it for us? This is why we want to claim and represent ourselves, and we want our representatives to stand boldly and defend us. If those senators or whatever, or representative or whatever, they go to the National Assembly and they cannot talk about what their constituents sent them to do. You cannot talk about your people, what your people sent you there to go and do. You are not representing us, you are representing your pockets. You are not representing your people. Your people want good roads. Your people want 24 hours of electricity. Your people want good water sources. Your people want federal parastatals built in the eastern region. That's in the whole of the eastern region. And your people keep voting for you every year, or every 4 years, or whatever they may be. And probably, of course, you all rig it and get yourself selected into the system. And you go there, and you do not represent them. Then you want to come to Germany to come and eat here on behalf of your people. Your people didn't send you to Germany to come and eat here. No. Your people did not want to send you to go abroad and figure out what is going on. They want you to clean up what is around them right now. And you are not representing them. And somebody is telling us not to egg them. I don't know how that works. Our supposed representatives, they talk from both sides of their mouths. Today they will say they want Biafra. Tomorrow they will say they want restructuring. They are not on a spot. They have to stand firm and let them know that our people want. We don't even want restructuring. We don't want any of those. We want Biafra. Bagam. They should be able to go out there and openly and boldly talk to these people that this is what we want. They do not need to be afraid. We are here to protect and defend anyone who stands for our people. If you are standing for our people, regardless of what part of the zoo you come from, we are going to stand with you. Of course, we're already standing with FFK, even though he's a Yoruba guy. And as much as me personally, I'm not trust the you know, they come from both sides. But we support him. Fayoshe was out there talking about us. And these are Yoruba men. And our own people cannot stand and talk about us, talk about that this is the pain our people are feeling. This is the pain our people are feeling. I went to our meeting yesterday, our Imo daughters meeting yesterday, and one of our sisters that was sitting next to me said, why didn't you come to Igbo church on Sunday? Listen, man, I mean, yeah, it's not as if I'm trying to like discourage anybody. He said, guess what? Now, Father Monek, the father, the Reverend Father there, in his homily, talked about Biafra. This is the father that we, Sister Muna, has been going up and down to go and talk to him and say, Father, just give us 10 minutes to talk to our people about Biafra. He will say, no, that this is a political issue. This is the Ginawa. This is the Ginawa. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to come up and we don't want anything political. We are just Igbo people, blah, blah. Ask him, I wasn't there, but my sister was telling me yesterday that the guy openly told us to go out there and fight for Biafra. Now, he is marketing Biafra. Maybe because our fathers are being killed. It has touched him where he would not imagine. So he is marketing Biafra. Now, we are going to support him. Because anybody that talks about our people, talks about helping our people, talks about moving our people forward, we are going to be behind him. Guess what? The governor of Akwa Ibom State imported Brazil cows for his people so that they can boycott the Fulani cows. The Fulani cows are, I don't know, you all see it on Facebook, how these cows are being molested. And they give it to you, you now eat. The Fulani themselves don't even eat these cows. But our God, some of them are beginning to wake up. They are beginning to wake up. Some of them are beginning to say there is no Ruga. It's only these South Eastern governors that I don't know the kind of blood that runs in their system that keeps supporting this Fulani oligarchy. But it's going to come to an end very soon. Because we're no longer going to waste egg on them. Here we waste our point. We won't do that. But we are going to do the needful. The one that even if they jump into temples, they won't be able to wash themselves off of it. We're going to do that very soon. So the Akwa Ibom governor doing that is in the right direction. And other leaders need to follow suit. They need to continue to figure out how they would listen to their own constituents. They will listen to their own people. Because their own people come first. It's a democracy. We voted you to go there to be our voice, to be our ears, to be our nose, our mouth. And you only went there, you could not talk on our behalf. You're only talking about your own pockets. And that has to end. Because when Biafra comes, people like that will not smell, they will not smell the light of the day. And we aren't kidding about it.
We will use them for our organic farms.
I'm telling you, they won't smell it. Oh my God, the kind of prison we will build.
Right.
They will.
Thank you,
So
Sister
they will be doing that menial job to get our people to eat, because that is how it's going to happen.
Yes.
They think that we are joking. We are not joking. We are very, very resilient. We know what we believe in. And in the name of God, that may shall come to pass.
He say,
very, very soon. Everybody shall see it.
He say,
you need to, as a leader, listen to the yearnings of your people. And follow them. Tell them when they tell you this is what we want. You need to listen. There is a reason why you are there as a leader. And you're supposed to be a servant first, because you would get everything they have told you to do. Then you move forward to lead them in front. As a sister, the ant analogy that she talked about. There's a leader in front, and there's another one, probably the deputy at the back. And there's this line that you cannot break when ants are going for their food. And it's because the generator of the ants told, hey, we are going to go get this food. And they have one common goal. And they follow that goal. It's because they have made up their mind that this is what we want to achieve. And the Biafra of today, the Biafrans of today all over the world, our minds have been made up. And we don't care. We don't care what any other person says. Biafra we shall get.
You say?
Biafra we shall get.
We say?
If we decide to, treat one senator's nonsense, they will go and rent a crowd like a pyramid. I said, what is the essence of even this education that you all get? You come, you have PhD, you have MFC, you have ZZC, you have all those titles attached to your name, and you don't have the easiest one, which is common sense. You don't have common sense. After you were disgracefully disgraced in Germany, a Japan now na the zoo, and rented a crowd, paying them 500 naira to 200 naira, 2,000 to come and start helping you. And our people hungrily, all because of agro-dinobodo. Because if there's no hunger in the land, who will go and come and start clapping and be hailing you on the streets? Nobody would do that. You guys have strangulated our people. You have given them poverty as first name, middle name, last name. And that is why whenever you cough, they will come. But that has to end. That has to end. Because they are going to cough out every dime that they ate on our behalf. They're going to cough it out. Oh my God. They're going to cough it out because we have to clean up our land. And they're not going to be part of the cleanup. Trust me, they won't. We will show all of you that okra cannot be taller than who planted it. So we are watching. Whatever you like, hide. For those that will come to activities here in diaspora, you would leave your people dying. The people that you're supposed to protect, you start coming to activities in diaspora. I don't understand that. I don't understand how that
That's works. Black people for you and their black brain.
You leave your people dying. You make sure that the children of your community cannot attend school. You make sure that you cannot build hospital in your community. The fact is that you are making so much effort to make sure that they don't have anything, they don't have a standardized flight.
Right.
You are going out of your way to make sure that they don't have it. But you are busy coming abroad. If you have a spike in your blood pressure, you come here to come for a doctor to check it up.
Yeah, Sister Augusta, let's round up. Let's round up because of time factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in all essence, as we are saying, we're going to market Biafra, and we're going to go all way out to market Biafra. When we finish with you go and show your masters your face, and that means that we are not only urging you, we will do everything possible to make sure that you all wake up. Or you'll be forced to resign. You will tell them that I know they do again. And that is what we're going to do to all those senators. Senators, governors, anybody that is probably representing the Old Eastern region, just take note. We don't want to see your face. And we mean it. Thank you very much, Biafra.
Thank you, Sister Augusta. Thank you, Sister Augusta. Sister Ekwe, what else do you have to add to Sister Augusta's comments?
Sorry. My dear, she has said it all. She has said it. Thank you, Sister Augusta. She has said it all. You know, in our culture, Oha comes before Eze. You know, they have like Oha. This is the people. So they come before the Eze, the king. So he am going to let you go and drink his cup and stay one place. We are now out. The Oha. We are out. So it's not more business as usual. We are now going all out to get what we need to get. If you're not happy about it, if you don't like it, you resign. Like my sister said, tell them you don't do again. So my sister, thank you so much for what you have told us this morning and all my sisters. So it's time for us to rebrand ourselves and our leaders. It's time. No more criminals representing us. We want, it's either you want to represent us or you get out of the way. If you cannot speak our mind, because when you make up your mind to lead the people, it's no more your mind. When you bring that to your mind, you say you want to lead your people. We don't want you to go there and be speaking your own mind. You will speak the mind of your people.
Yes.
That's why we're sending you there. So we don't want criminals representing us anymore. You know, same goes to even leaders. Any leader in IPOB. If you're a secretary, if you're a treasurer, start learning now, because that's what they start. Only they will say, then the person will now run out naked. So we don't want to tolerate when people or our leaders or anybody in any capacity of leadership, you're doing nonsense. We, the people, will be watching you and say, hey, that's how it is. Like, no, we're not going to do that. We are starting with these people currently representing us now. To say that if you are in a leadership position, you are there to speak the mind of the people. What the people say too is what you do. And Mazin Nandukani has said it, say majority. What the majority of people agree on, that is what the leader will do, not what is in your mind. So we don't want people abusing power anymore.
Yes.
Because power belongs to the people. We will not forgive those that think that we forgive, we will not. If you abuse power now, if you use power to do us nonsense now that we are in the wilderness, by the time we settle down, we will come for you. We will not forget. So anybody that is in a leadership position, be it in IPOB, be it anywhere, let us sit up because the people are out. Power now belongs to the people. That is democracy. We are Democrats. That's who we are. We are Republicans. So you might be ignoring us now, thinking that we don't know. You think that we might be ignoring you. You know, you think that we don't know what you're doing. No, we know. This position that we are in now is critical. That's why we are keeping quiet. But just know that if you are representing us for your own good, please do not misuse power. Do not misuse that power. Anybody listening to the women today, if you are in a leadership position, don't misuse power. Don't misuse that opportunity that the people have given to you. Say, lead us. Because one person must lead. All of us cannot be leading. Somebody will lead, others will follow. So as we are rebranding Biafra, rebranding everything that we are doing, we want even our leaders to start learning. Followers to learn. If you are in leadership position, like the ant analogy, the ant is in front. But the ant is going to where other ants say they should go. They know their house, which is the hole.
Yes.
So we are going there. You are in front of us, leading us. It's okay. We allow you to lead us. That's why you're leading us. We are following you now. If we're not following you, you won't be a leader. You're a leader because we, the people, are following you. So if we are following you, please don't abuse the power over us. As you're going, go to the hole where we say we won't go. Then all of us will go there. We get the crop inside the hole. And then Biafra, voila. Thank you, my people. Sorry that we took so much time to explain this to us. Because we want us to really understand it. It's critical. It's important to be, it's in the heart of the women. It's important to us that we understand what we're doing. Because we want to go home. We are tired. Us and our children. Bless you. People, bless everyone. Thank you.
Absolutely, my sister. We are tired. Our phone number to call is always the number. I'm not sure whose phone is echoing. So our phone number to call is always the number that we have on Saturdays. It's +1 281 643 7283 +1 281 643 7283. And our sister's line is direct line is 1 +1 774 338 0942 +1 774 338 0942. Absolutely, we are here to rebrand Biafra. We need to strategize on the way that we sell this product to people, to sell these ideas to people. If we have to come from a place of benefits, people love benefits. They always want to know what is in there for me. It may not be the right attitude to have, but that's the attitude that they have. So we need to offer them the benefits of Biafra. And God knows it's endless. So whatever it is that we need to put out there, we need to get it together, so that when you meet these people that are still confused about who they are, you can begin to lay out the game plan for them. Biafra is our home. Nothing else makes sense. Nothing else makes sense. And when you think about all the activities going on around us, you will know that we need a home. I work in a place where there's a bunch of professionals, and all they're asking, especially the African American communities, they're like, do you know of any other place where Black people are welcome? Do you know of any other place? Do you know? They're asking me, I guess I'm an African, so they're asking me. And I keep telling them it's Biafra land. They've never heard of that. But that's an opportunity to give them information about it. It's a land that needs to be restored. Once you restore, you will have an alternative. You have an alternative to come and showcase your talent, your gifts. Because one of the problems that most African Americans tend to have here is that when they get to work, they don't allow them to shine like they allow the Caucasians to shine. So they always look for alternative. But it's not like you're not smart. It's not like that you're not smart enough. They will take your information for the background, and then when you go to the business meeting, they will present it as if it came from them. Nobody will give you, say, oh yeah, this group here did this. The manager or the director will present it as if it belongs to him. So all of those things are very tiring. Why do we need Biafra? The benefits are endless. At least we will no longer have our brothers and sisters being killed all over the world. We will no longer have our brothers and sisters traveling to the dry Mediterranean Sea or the desert to be killed. So what are we saying in essence? We all are responsible for ensuring this restoration project. We are all responsible to making sure that people understand what we're doing. We cannot leave it for our leaders, because people have reduced themselves to the level of, oh, let me see what our leader will do. Yay, yay. This poor guy doesn't sleep. He has a family just like we have a family. I bet all we are doing is calling him on the radio and thanking him, but nobody is being proactive and making sure that his needs are being met. So we are doing all of these things while we are running our businesses and taking care of our own affairs. So we cannot leave this alone for him. We have to find a way to engage our people. We have to find a way, like my sister said, like an ant, get together and go and bring that big big Jangamos food and bring it home to the hole where it belongs. So again, our number is 281. I had so many calls when we were on the air, and now I'm not hearing from them. Our number is 281 643 7283. 664, I'm sorry, 281 643 7283. So this is a good time to call. Sorry that it took so long today. Okay, we have a caller. Oh, I guess phone got disconnected. So yeah, so this is a good time to call and give your input. I don't know, I'm missing a lot of calls. It's telling me 6 missed calls. I didn't hear the phone call. So if you want to call, try again. I'm not sure why it's not going through and telling me there's a 6 missed calls. Anyway, so we're here to sell Biafra. We're here to sell Biafra. We're here to ensure that people are on board. Sister Augusta gave a good story about what happened on Sunday. Our Igbo Catholic here now, everybody's all about Biafra. The father ensured that we are on board. He preached the story of Biafra. He started from the genocidal war. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Good day. Hold on, okay? Yeah, hold on.
Hello.
Yes, call out your name and where you're calling from. Hold on.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. We are listening. Go ahead. Yes, we can hear you.
I am calling from United Arab Emirates. I call from Onaji Ibn Onaji in Imo Province. I want to thank my sisters for the good job they are doing for blackness all over the world. Thank you for your good job, for your time which you are dedicating to this struggle, bringing our times and enlightening the women more importantly. Because I can remember when our leader said that whenever Biafra women wake up and get this job, that they will know that Biafra. So I want to thank you to everyone of you there, my sister Daisy, Sister Epike, and Sister Mona, and Sister all our name again. And I want to thank each and every one of you.
Thank you.
For this great work you are doing for your nation, Biafra. So this time around is all about Biafra all the way.
Yes.
Biafra all the way.
Biafra all the way.
Biafra all the way. Anybody, I've been saying it, I normally say it to my people, that anybody who is not showing Biafra, who is not in the business of Biafra restoration, I don't see you. But no matter what you do, if you don't believe in Biafra, if you don't believe in IPO, you don't believe in the leadership of IPO, I don't even see you.
Yeah.
So this is the time that our people need to wake up and share this Biafra to say this Biafra to all of our friends.
Absolutely.
I see so many of them. People that know me on my page, that follow me on my page, they normally ask me, why is it that every time it's only this Biafra you are posting or you are always on Biafra activities on your page? No, there's no another thing.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother. Let's round up. Other people are calling.
I am not.
Yes.
So if I don't talk about Biafra, I'm not. So that is because I need to talk about Biafra because that is who I am. So,
yes.
So I want to encourage each and every one of us, people who have not woke up, and then wake up and then we struggle.
All right.
We are going home.
We are going home indeed.
That the zoo is no longer working.
Yes.
You can never walk. I want to thank our leader, President the Lion of Biafra, the Amadike one of Biafra, and our Emperor Deputy, the only man who said that we are out of this struggle in order to allow peace. I want to thank each and every peaceful officers.
Thank you, Wachineke. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please, when you call, try to limit your call to no more than 3 minutes. And we are looking for people to tell us, how they can market Biafra to other world, to people of other nations. My brother, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Charugo, my name's Kefa Nosiu. Kefa Nosiu. I'm calling from Warsaw now. I'm from Omaka. Omaka is in Olo is Imo province of Biafra land. And I Igolo Aiwa. There were my sister. I greet you and our beloved sister to our pride. Antonia, all of you.
Augusta.
We appreciate all of
Hi,
Augusta.
Yes, Augusta.
I appreciate all of you. You're not one woman, all of you are the pride of Biafra land. We appreciate all of you and your mothers too. And I hope that you people are touching the vital issues in Biafra land. Because in Biafra land, the Igbo land,
yes.
We have the right to confront you on on this the colonel and I only this you are non now. And you go give one of you good head. I got my sister, like your topic today is very fine. How do you market the Biafra to other words? Fine is good. Mana can men number Wakaga Biafra land.
Yes.
These are our brothers in Biafra land. My sister, they need help.
Yes.
We have to market them. Right. These our brothers if for you can take care of one person. When we take one person, only take one. This is why these people yes.
Yes.
That is why because I did money. So job
right.
Open your house. Collectively, and communities of 5 people can say we put one person in order. Is your market on my group, my friend brother say from Yola.
Yes. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I want to Europe, my sister. I want on Europe. I want to make even Mackay in our I'm from here, one of our program. I appreciate that. Bring to the Biafra colleague. This is advert. Shop, like all them knock it. I hear Biafra complete. My order from what is this? I would buy Nigeria. And Chineka, come on, I'm on Nimaga. Oh, I want to pass your common hour. I need to pay you. I need you. The Passion Common I 67. So that is why we are fanatical. When we say we are radical, I don't know about money. Biafra, I hear like a type boy. So, I'm going to achieve I'm protecting some no combination one way. My sister, good.
Right.
So, honorable, let us correct it. I'll be hammering here. People, otherwise, some people that not suspect. When I go where the same people, the same target, one of them, we see about America, that's Europe. Here in a truck, Biafra, become one lava, on your way, flip natural the land of the hill. I'm no mark, I'm gas, no mark, I don't know mark, I do no get.
Yes.
So we must do everything to assist They must appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you, my brother. We are calling each other brother and sister. Thank you so much. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah. Well, good evening from here, calling from Athens, Greece.
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Oke Umezimwa. I'm from Agwata local government in Anambra State.
Welcome. Go ahead. What's your contribution? How can you market Biafra to other people?
Yeah, I'm marketing Biafra already, right from time. I'm marketing Biafra where I'm working.
Awesome.
Where I'm working, I always tell them that when they ask me where are you from, I tell them that I'm from Biafra.
Yes.
They'll say, wow, Biafra, where is Biafra? Then I will tell them, Biafra near
Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Uh-huh.
You know, as if they know Cameroon, I said between Cameroon
yes.
and the country called Nigeria.
I don't even use that word, my brother. I don't even promote them anymore. I say just Cameroon. That's it. I don't even, because the more you mention the word Nigeria, the more they get credit. Tell them it's close to Cameroon. Let them go and figure out where Cameroon is and see where Biafra is from there. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that is how I refer to anywhere. What I'm hearing the patient, I'm hearing the band, and every time anywhere they see me, they always ask me, where is this country? Where is this flag? Where I said Biafra. You don't know, some people knows. Some old men here, some old men, they know, they say, Biafra, they will come. I told them that we are the people that were born during that war. We suffered a lot. Now we want to get our country back.
Yes.
And then they start asking me, is he already in existence? I said no, but we are
it's already, that's a wrong information. Oh. It's already, let them go and do their research. Biafra was there before the colonial master came and destroyed it. So please tell them it's there. They should go and Google it. It's out there, my brother. It's there.
Yes. Yes. So that is it, my sister. I thank you people. I thank you guys, what you are doing. I'm so proud of you. And Munachi and Gosa and everybody, all the women. In fact, you know, our leader said one time that those women then everybody will know that Biafra is already here.
Yes.
So, when I don't miss this your program, every Saturday I'll make sure that I'm at home to listen to it.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you, Wachineke.
Thank you. And continue with it. Please don't start anything of this.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Yes, bye-bye.
Hello.
Yes, caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Ben Okaf. I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Welcome, Maza.
Yeah, thank you, ladies. In fact, let me not waste time by trying to call everybody's name. I have to say that, everything you just said this morning is very correct, but unfortunately, KOC is just violated one of the principles that would have helped us to galvanize ourselves and sell ourselves by speaking in Igbo language. People should be mindful of that. Yeah, people should be mindful of that. And know that like Efe said, you don't want to make it look like an Igbo affair. And unfortunately, you just spoke throughout most of the time speaking in Igbo language. And believe me, Efe is not going to know what he's talking about. Not to talk about the rest of the world. So people should be mindful of that. And I urge you, the moderators, both those in the radio stations, when people try to violate that principle, please caution them and put them back. Remind them that this is not an Igbo song. You can't be speaking with Igbo language.
My brother, I don't think he was coming from there. He just comfortable speaking in his mother's tongue. And we really, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I encourage that. If somebody wants to call here and speak Calabar, as long as the Calabar people are hearing them, I'm okay, understanding them. So that we are not, in that case, we are not stopping someone that can only speak our language from calling. You see what I'm saying? They should all call and say whatever they need to say. Of course, if you can speak English,
no
that's
problem. Fine. Why I've said this is because you just said, how to sell ourselves to the world.
Yes.
So if we are selling ourselves to the world, And then Efe just mentioned that we shouldn't make it look like people will say this is Igbo affair and stuff like that. And somebody is talking about how we're selling ourselves, and then he's speaking with language. You see, Alozie has Thursdays and Sundays where he made it clear that anybody can talk in any language he wants to. If pidgin language or this thing is well specified. In that case, people know what they're getting.
Right.
Okay, and so the only thing I'm making is let us be mindful of what we do sometimes, and if somebody, a moderator, who doesn't understand what somebody is talking about, is going to feel differently from what that person is doing, because he will kind of be sidelined from understanding what's going on.
Right.
And you people touch on most of the things that we need to be mindful of. You see, like the idea of fostering unity. To foster unity, you mentioned some of it, which is number one, you have to listen to the members. Listen to every member. Do not in any way think that whatever anybody is saying is not important. Listen to everybody's complaint and deal with it, so that people will know that they are being respected. Their opinion, no matter how stupid it is at least you listen to it, and then if the person is wrong, you try to put them straight. But don't ignore. Ignoring people kind of makes people feel small. And again, it's like wearing the emblems, like you said. When you advertise yourself, you sell yourself. You are the one that will sell yourself. Nobody will sell yourself for you. Wear your emblems, okay? Participate in rallies. Make noise so that people will see your number and they're beginning to wonder, who are these people? What are they doing? Why are so many people? They feel irritated. When they feel irritated, then they will be able to look at your problem and then say, is there any way we can stop this? Okay, what are they looking for? What do they want? So the crowd is essential. But people cannot be all having excuses because you are working. You ask them to come to rally, they will not show up. And you expect the movement to sell itself. No, you sell yourself by sacrificing. Coming out in large numbers and making noise so people will now know what you're doing. All right, so, but other than that, you folks have already said everything that everybody needed to say. It's a lecture, and we listen and we appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, Mazi.
Who is my brother, I love him so much, but I'm not trying to criticize him, but we have to tell our
Hold on.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
So that they can capitalize on.
Yes. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you so much.
It's an Igbo affair. So thank you very much and keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day. Mazi, your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's Rabbi Charles from the United Kingdom.
Good day, Mazi. No. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Okay, good. I greet Biafran, friends of Biafran, freedom lovers around the world. Umada, I just want to say this. I love this topic. It's very quite interesting. It goes in line with what I'm doing. Though we are all civil servants, but every Biafran, no matter what you are doing, you definitely have to own a business and do business by the side, especially Igbo speaking Biafran. So, being a businessman, I know what marketing is all about, and marketing goes with packaging. How do we package Biafra? How do we sell it to others? Who are the Biafrans? Biafrans are those that are born, the indigenous, those that are born in the area, geographical location that is presently being occupied by Nigerian government in the eastern region of that construction called Zulu. Those are the Biafrans. And we speak different languages, but we have common understanding, within ourselves. We don't understand the other side. But let me take it further. To market Biafra, first of all, you have to look at in which area. The first area we have to look into is crime. Before you invest or attract foreign investors, you have to make sure that the crime level of that country or that area is zero, so that they will feel comfortable, and it will attract tourists.
want to do that. It's a high-risk area. So crime should be looked into very, very seriously. And also, who are the Biafran? I am a Biafran. I'll start myself. The way I behave in this diaspora where I am, when you behave, where people will ask you, where are you from? And you will tell them where you are from. If your behavior is not good, people wouldn't want to hear where you came from. They would say, well, I don't care, I don't want to know. But when your behavior is in order, your comportment, your packaging, it could be your dressing, it could be your career. Now I want to take it further again. You know, there was a woman who actually sold the South African idea to Nigeria, and that woman actually dramatically changed the course of the struggle of South Africa. Her name is Megan Makeda. I call her Mama Makeda. I know her. She happens to be a musician, very well solidly built, beautiful, and her dressing at that time was unique. When she comes out, even if you're a pope or reverend, you're definitely going to look, because she was unique. She's late now, but her legacy remains. So when she came out during Festac 77, Obasanjo, General Olusegun Obasanjo, the Papa Iyabo now, popularly known, was kind of saw her. There is a kind of music South African people normally dance, the women. If you say you are super strong, if they perform that dance and you don't fall, then you are definitely a strong person. So when she made that move, dance, you know that Obasanjo followed this woman to her hotel room. With all his military regalia, he went on his knee, asking the woman, for a date or whatever. Then the woman said, where have you been when they are killing my people? That was what Mr. Makeda said to Obasanjo. Obasanjo didn't know, because Nigerians are clueless. They don't know what is happening in their neighboring country. They don't know. But they claim to be giants. Then the woman kind of said, well, this is the story. We are in the struggle. And that time she was residing, I think, in Italy, but she came with her band. And eventually, Obasanjo took it, and because he wanted a relationship and everything, and they said, well, how do you mean? And she explained, Obasanjo said, now we will use oil, the crude oil, because Nigeria happens to be the member of OPEC. They will kind of wage protest with crude oil to kind of let international community know what is going on in South Africa. If Obasanjo were looking at that, and this thing, the ANC began to pick momentum. So now, every woman, your career, are you a musician? Are you a businesswoman? Are you a journalist? What kind of career? Are you even in the medical field? What kind of career do you have? You can use that career to create awareness of what is going on. You never know whom you're going to meet. Like our Oyendu used to say, you might run into somebody that can dramatically change the situation, turn it around. And that was what Mr. Makeba did, and Obasanjo now began to take the struggle. Obasanjo spearheaded the struggle and made South Africa. This is the truth. That is why South African government is very reluctant towards this agitation going on. Because when they look into the record, they see the role Nigeria played during that time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Somehow we have to take the truth. The people that were on the ground, the people that went to fight on the ground in South Africa happen to be Biafrans.
Yes.
I was one of them.
Yes.
Okay, let me say, I'm one of the people that went there to fight, to challenge the situation there. So if I could take that battle, what is Nigeria before Biafra now today? If I could take a journey to that magnitude, willing to pay that price with my life, what is Nigeria today that I cannot step in? So when people want to kind of run their mouth or make judgment, I will
And people will come. We are Sister Munachi, we are waiting for you to come up with whatever we give. Nobody will see good thing I wouldn't give to that towards that direction. So now I want to come, kind of summarize now. I don't want to take your time. Donald Trump happened to be a businessman. You know that. His business went bankrupt. I think correct me if I'm mistaken, 7 times. If you say that doesn't mean you cannot stand up and try it again. And eventually he got it right. Today they handed a businessman over the affairs of America.
Right.
And everybody sees the legacy of what this man is doing in America. He's a businessman. He's not a rocket scientist, but he's well grounded and learned in his business, in his profession, and discipline. And if now today, I'm so surprised with what I'm seeing with the so-called educated Biafrans. We are much more ahead of other nations in Africa, and we will use that our education to begin to bully each other and not looking at the main target, the enemy. That is why I am speaking very loud and clear. The only thing, unfortunately, to some people, you cannot fight somebody who is established by God.
Yes.
You can't fight that person.
Yes.
If the person is established by God, he has these things going for him. There is nothing you can do than to gossip. You can't do anything.
You can't.
So someone cannot take up a fight to somebody who is well-to-do, because they can open different court cases for you. You can't afford the lawyer, and you might get into problems. So let's take the fact. Now, in conclusion, my dear sisters, please, let us use what we have to get our nation, to market it, sell it. Let us remove ethnocentric views, tribalism, differences. Let us remove it, or there can be war. If not me, one thing I know about the Christianity, Christians were called Christians in Antioch. They were not called Christians by themselves. People looked at them and called them Christians. Why? Because they behave like their leader. They behave like Yeshua HaMashiach. They talk like him. They act like him. They are disciplined like him. They don't fight each other. And they say these people are Christians. Now, I want us to have reflection of Onyendu, his lifestyle, his discipline, his honesty, his transparency. If we have that quality, we are true IPOBians, and I'm proud to be a member of this movement. God bless you, and God bless you all. Shalom.
God bless you, Mazi. Definitely, we have to do all that we can to sell this Biafra. We have to remove evil from the land. We have to remove jungle justice. We have to remove the incompetent governors. We have to do all these things so that we can begin not to just to sell it to our own self, but to people all over the world. Thank you, Mazi, for that good point. We couldn't ask for a better commentary this morning. Thank you so much. You will not believe my father is calling me. I don't know if he's watching this show. I showed it to him. I'm like, what is he calling me for? So it's very odd that he's calling me while I'm on air. So thank you, Mazi. Oh, I have a caller on hold. I'm sorry. Mazi, please, your name and where you're calling from. Good afternoon, sir.
I'm from Lagos.
Oh, welcome.
Okay, I really want to make my own contribution. First of all, I want to appreciate God Almighty, our Heavenly Father. I also want to appreciate our audience who have created the way or set the pace to the path that we should follow. So we may be able to get our freedom and go to that promised land that you could care about has promised us. I really want to voice to that of brother and also but we must have it's important we so the way you are used to be everlasting, efficient yourself until hold yourself up some or what things will give to move forward. How to deal with this problem. To address anything our politicians have not because we will not carry down into this new nation we want to build. But all I as the important area getting the bank to the army.
Hold on.
You could see that it is only that our own people differ.
Mazi, your call is breaking and it's not really making sense. Like half of the words that you're saying is not really coming out. So I don't know if we need to.
Can you hear me?
Like now you call, you say, can you? And then the rest of the words got cut off. So why don't I call you back? Let me call you back after this person finishes, okay? I'll try to call you back. See if it will be better.
All right,
sorry about that. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, my name is Chinyere Apple. I'm calling from Houston, originally from Mba in Abia State. How are you doing?
Yeah, good and watch naked. Thanks for calling in today.
Thank you. I also want to say thank you to Sister Efe and Sister Augusta, Sister Ekwe, and you, Sister Mona. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. It's not really easy. But you bless you all.
Thank you.
So I want to thank you for the topic of today. There are several ways which we Biafrans are supposed to advertise our great nation, which is Biafra. Biafra is a God-given nation. It's not man-made. The zoo is man-made, but Biafra is our own God-given nation. And we, as Biafrans, it is our job to speak and evangelize for Biafra. As for me, I love to evangelize for Biafra. I can't even remember the last time somebody asked me, where are you from? I said, from Biafra. You know, it doesn't matter whether they know it or not, but let them go Google. Thank God we have internet technology and everything. And also, I go around telling people about Biafra. Whether they like it or not, they must hear about Biafra because we are formidable.
Yes.
Yes. I also want to encourage those people who are still sleeping and they are still dreaming. They're not joining this movement in any way. I encourage them to start right now because the Nigeria that is living in the past glory, there's nothing like Nigeria anymore.
The zoo country.
Like Humpty Dumpty.
Yes.
And it can never be amended. So the only solution to our struggle is Biafra.
Yes.
Biafra is a place, a nation, a great nation where when we get in, you know, we are free. We are free indeed. Yes. It is a kingdom. It is the kingdom of God.
Yes.
Whether they like it or not.
Yes.
Also, I encourage my children, you know, they're proud of Biafra. They don't even talk about Nigeria anymore. If you mention Nigeria, they say, no.
That's the zoo country.
We're not Nigerian, so we're not talking about the zoo. They know that Nigeria is zoo.
Zoo country.
And like, for example, when we watch the Nigerian movies, they say, Mommy, why are you calling it Nigeria? We don't want to hear that name Nigeria anymore. Why don't we look for Biafra movies? I said, yes, Biafra movie, which is even better.
Yes.
And a lot of things. So it's good for us to encourage our children to also know what we're pursuing. It's a spirit. Biafra is a spirit.
Yes.
It spreads. The anointing that Biafra has, it spreads out.
It's more than whatever you get from a Yoruba church. Yes.
Exactly. It's very infectious, you know. So our children, for those who really know what they're doing concerning this movement, are also involved. And then we continue to, you know, talk about it. Just like Sister Augusta mentioned, one of her sons went to school to, you know, putting on the IPOB t-shirt. It's wonderful. He went out there and, you know, tell his classmates about Biafra. And
right.
His little child was able to define Biafra, even though he's only 10, but he was so proud, and he was able to tell his classmates about Biafra. So now at least they know. And also, let me take this opportunity to thank those of our IPOB members, those in Germany, the ones that did the Japan thing, you know. Yeah, I thank you guys. And there's one video I saw about Spain too. They did something glorious. I say thank you to you all. So this is also a way of us advertising who we are. Because those who do not know about IPOB, now they know that we are IPOB. We are formidable. We know we're fighting for our rights. Okay?
Yes.
So for those people that have problem with that, let them go think twice. Because all this time, they've not been coming up to speak about the injustice going on in our own land, Biafra land. We are in our land, and they come with their Fulani headsmen to kill us. So for how long are we going to continue being in that condition? We are doing it peacefully. And when any of them, the governors, the senators, they come down here to enjoy in another man's land, no, they should not. They are not allowed, and they will never be allowed. Very soon we extend it to their children. If they're not careful, let them be in that country where they have destroyed and eaten up all the money. Let them be there when they're sick, like our great leader said. Oh my God, I love that, our leader. I love our deputy director. Oh my God, we are formidable. We are too much. I salute you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. I won't take your time today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you all. We reward every single one of us.
It's so funny that she said something. My son said that he made fun of someone at school that called himself a Nigerian. He said, oh, that's the boy from the zoo country. And everybody started laughing at him. So we are sowing seed into our children. If you go out there and identify, huh? That's market. He said the whole, he plays football. He said the whole football room just busted out laughing. So that boy will never call himself a Nigerian anymore, because if you're a Nigerian, you're from the zoo country. So we are teaching our children to identify that place as a zoo country, and anyone that is going around parading themselves as a zoo person, maybe we'll return you back to the zoo, because you probably don't belong, you know, with humans. Okay, my brother, go ahead and continue. I don't know if we can hear you now. Caller? Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. Am I coming at you?
Yes, much better.
Okay. Good afternoon from here once again. My name is Pastor George, and I'm calling from Lagos this afternoon, because it's this afternoon from here.
Okay.
Yes, on the topic, nation, Biafra. It's very important career in therefore we find ourselves advertise, proud of who we are, because we are clear people of right. Everything we do, business, work, whatever, our things are always about creating. It is a very important, it's very, very important, everybody, despite your neighbor, as our nation, a swipe at our governor, his leaders, very proud of identifying and identify with the bandits. They are, but when you come to Biafra land, you see, our politicians are afraid to themselves at Biafra. They are afraid to it is very shameful. My very the church and banking industry where he as a Biafra, and I keep talking
uh-oh. Our brother got disconnected. His line is pretty bad. So sorry about that. I'm not sure, and he has good points, but hopefully maybe when you try next time it will not be bad. I'm not sure how else to help, but thank you so much for calling in the show. Like we said, if you go out there to market the zoo country, whatever you hear, you hear. After that laughter from my son's football room, I don't think that boy will ever identify himself as a Nigerian anymore. So we are no longer from the zoo country. If anybody is going, I don't even mention it. When somebody will ask me where I'm from, I said it's right there by Cameroon. If you see where towards the end of the Cameroon, that's we have border with Cameroon. So go and Google it. And a lot of them are okay with Googling it. So don't even promote that word, because it's we that are promoting that word Nigeria. Nobody else is promoting that word Nigeria. It's mostly Biafrans. So we have to be smarter than our enemies. We have to be smarter than the zoo country, and make sure that we are not even mentioning that name to come out of our words. We have visitors in our house, and right now 7 of them knows that that place is called zoo country. You know, every word we say, they were like, oh, is that a zoo country? Yep, that's a zoo country. So we have to push it that way. We have to push that and negate that zoo country and promote our Biafra. Sister P, do you have something to add?
Yes, my sister, that is marketing strategy. Because when you market your product and then you market the other bad product, you see, you push your product forward.
Yes.
And our leader has said that part of our assignment is to bring down the zoo country. That zoo, human beings not live in the zoo. Anybody that created zoo for human beings to live in is evil person.
Yes.
So we bring down the zoo so that we create nations that human beings can live inside. So I want to just say 1 or 2 things to my brother Ben Okafor. We understand his concern, but if you followed our broadcast, you will see that we are trying to say that people should use what they have to get what we want. And we know that we have differences, but we want to be comfortable with our differences.
Yes.
Because in this, our differences, we have strength. So rather than be uncomfortable with our differences, we want to embrace our differences and use our differences and make our differences to work for us. So, for instance, I go with my sister Efe somewhere to buy something, and the person is speaking Yoruba. I know I can't speak Yoruba, and I know my sister is Yoruba, and she's my sister. I say, regade, like that man that talks to whatever he says. I say, my sister, speak to them Yoruba. That's not what is inside my heart, because she's my sister. I'm comfortable. So if I go somewhere and my sister doesn't understand Igbo, she will say, what did they say, sister? I say, oh, they said this and this, and she will trust me because we have built that unity. We have built that love. We have built that brotherliness. So we don't want to be uncomfortable again when we hear our people speaking the language they are comfortable in. And we have said for this marketing, if you can speak Japan, please speak to Japanese people. If you can speak German, use it to sell Biafra. Any language you can speak, we will be comfortable with it because we trust you. You have covenanted with us. Because you know here we say what we're doing, we are in covenant. We are in covenant here to restore Biafra. And that's why it will work. So because we are covenanted, I know you will not tell them what will not bring Biafra. So we go together, I trust you, you speak the language you're comfortable, so that you won't go and tell your manager to speak English and sell us. Where you're supposed to say, like how someone will say, me, I sell them for you, you for you. We don't want such things.
Hold on, okay.
Say what you want to say in a language you're comfortable in saying it. So that you can express yourself properly. That's why it's called freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of association, all sorts of freedom. You want to get a total package. Be who you want to be. But in being yourself, promote Biafra so that we go home faster. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you for all of you that have been calling. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Watchnake. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, God bless you. This is Pastor Frederick Clement tomorrow here, calling from Denmark.
Welcome.
God bless you.
Yes.
I just want to chip into what the Lord has been speaking to me after you mentioned what your topic is today.
Yes.
How to market Biafra.
Yes.
Do you know what he said?
What?
He said I should tell you women, your topic again should extend to our enemies must pay for this marketing. And rebuilding of Biafra, which means I'm talking about United States of America are going to pay. I mean the government will support, will donate to the rebuilding of Biafra.
He said,
yes. Britain will pay reparation for the rebuilding of Biafra.
He said,
Russia government and Japan, they are all going to contribute and donate to the rebuilding of Biafra.
He said,
the Jews.
And as they did to the Jews, they are going to pray for the liberation and rebuilding of Biafra land.
Yes.
So whether they like it or not, we have come to stay.
Yes.
The two governments, he said that we are going to share the property of Biafra according to percentage of 40-60.
Yes.
So there's no going back about it. So what your topic is coming from heaven. It does not come from man.
Thank you.
Yes, it does not come from man. So hold on to your ground. Continue shooting. Something is going to happen.
He said,
God bless you and God bless you, women.
He said, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Did you guys hear that? That the United States is going to pay for the building of Biafra. And I believe that with all my heart. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. These people have been taking and destroying and destroying. God will convict them. They will be indicted. They will be convinced and convicted to rebuild the Biafra.
He has said, nations and kings shall gather and declare Biafra.
He said,
Isaiah chapter 60, you will see the things detailed there. Thank you, my sisters.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That is a prophetic word this morning, and it will be no time. It's not going to be 100 years from today. In no time, these things will be making sense. It will be coming together because we are here to ensure that restoration project. We are here to continue to push forward. We are here to ensure that our father's land is restored. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
I'm John. I'm from
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, can you speak up?
John,
yes, okay.
I'm calling from Imo State.
Yes, go ahead. What's your contribution to today's topic?
I did not read much, but it's just that I saw their number, I picked their number, said I'm just a new this guy. Just let me just start up with you guys to be getting information and to be know which areas and everything that's happening based on their plans.
Oh, okay. Do you belong to an IPOB family?
I'm getting interested now.
Okay. Good. Okay, after the show, I will text you. You say you're in Owerri, right?
Yes, I'm in Owerri right now.
Okay, I will text you the coordinator's name over there so they can get in touch with you.
Okay.
Help us to sell Biafra. Wake up your families, your sisters, your associates. That is the only way. If you do not want to continue to suffer nonsense, if you don't want to continue to pay for generator or for fuel to gen your house, or for you to be paying Hausa Fulani to bring you water every day, Biafra is the answer. So we are here to market Biafra. We hope you will come on board and help us to market Biafra, because if not, we will all be suffering in perpetual poverty, and that's not what God wants for us. That land that you're sitting on is full of milk and honey. That milk and honey you've been hearing in the Bible is in Biafra land. We have all that it takes to be a great nation. It's just that we have to take it back. Thank you so much. All right. So our brothers and sisters, if you're having issues getting into a family, text us. We will follow up and make sure that you get into a family, whether you're in Owerri. It's quite disheartening that we still have brothers and sisters in Biafra land that are not in tune with what we're doing. But again, that's why we're here to sell it to you. So if you want benefits, call us, reach us out. We'll give you all the benefits that you need to understand why we need this restoration project. Thank you. Sister Augusta, do you have anything else to add?
Yes, just briefly, I just wanted to, go back to what Rabbi Charles said about Miriam Makeba. She was a musician, a beautiful one at that. She, the way she was dressing was what made that zoo animal, Obasanjo, to notice her. And that was how they came and they helped and all that. So, but to cut the long story short, I'm surprised that the same South Africans that we worked for are now killing us, having xenophobic attacks on our own people. So it's so sad, it's so disheartening. But I want our people, wherever they are, especially in South Africa, to start marketing the Biafran idea so that the likes of Miriam Makeba or the likes of those people in South Africa that will notice that we Biafrans are different may start carrying our cases up and showing it to the world.
Absolutely.
So we have to continue to market ourselves, whether they like it or not.
Yes.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. I'm sorry. I have you on mute. Oh, great. Nice reconnecting. Yeah, that's the Zooapletic network. Rest assured that once Biafra has come, this nonsense will not be happening. This poor guy has been trying to call in, and now his connection is off. Let me see if I can try to reconnect him. Okay, hopefully it will work now. Caller, your name. Yes, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, my sister. Good evening from here.
Good evening. Please lower your volume or turn off your volume. It's reverberating back.
Okay. My name is Young Rosa Chukwu Onukufo.
Welcome, Mr. Young.
Zoo. I'm Biafra. So I'm happy for what you people are doing, mostly women. I'm happy for what you people are doing. So now, other women, it's time for them to wake up.
Yes.
Other women, it's time for them to wake up. I'm following your step. Because this is not only this. I could remember when my father was telling us the story of Biafra war. Is the women stand first? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The women is their strength. So women is supposed to be our strength. So I thank God the way you people are moving. Let all the women come out. Let all the women come out. I know here in Zoo Nigeria, all the intelligent ones, all those that say they have master degree, this and that, and neighbor,
I know.
So to market Biafra mostly, if that I'm opportune to be a man of God, is supposed to be. I am not that I'm not a man of God. I'm a man of God. If that I'm opportune to be choosing, speaking the word, that is the best way. In the church, in the schools, all those people that have factories,
Yes.
And that is the easy way. I know we are doing our own best. We are doing our own best by doing rally, shouting, telling other local people. Mostly it's from church, schools, university. Mostly university, schools, and the churches. That is the most important. And those that have companies that manufacture things, So
right.
They're supposed to, be marketing Biafra, because Biafra, most of them now, I could remember in South Africa, because I based in South Africa, in South Africa, there is the day, where do you come from? Say, I'm a Biafra.
Right.
That time, it was 2002, because I was a MASOP. 2000, I was a MASOP member.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So even I have a bullet wound. I have a bullet wound in my stomach, in my arms. I have a bullet wound up to now. You understand?
Yes.
So I told them that I'm a Biafra. I said, where is Biafra? Biafra is close to Nigeria. When you Google it in your phone, you will see there is Biafra. That time our leader Mazen Nandekala did very popular like this. Yeah, every year 2008 or 2007, somebody at type on my phone say, I have Biafra. Down Biafra say, yes, Biafra is when you Google it, you will see Biafra.
You understand? So some people, mostly our university, the lecturers, how bring this thing up from university. You understand?
Right.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Absolutely. We have to market it to our little children at home, you know, and they do a very good job. You know, the little children, whatever you put in their brain, they just immediately just connect. We start using the word Biafra because that's how it is, because this is what they implanted in our head when we were growing up, Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. We need to use the same strategy and market it to our children, to our elementary school students, to definitely our university students, because no amount of guide that you will do in Facebook, if you do not have a country called Biafra, you are a monkey and you are a baboon. The value of a cow will continue to be more valuable than your life. So one any other way. So whether you're a university student or you are in a company, whatever you find yourself, even if you don't come out in the open, you need to be working for Biafra in the background. Let's say if you come out, they will get you or you lose your job. But whatever you do, any space that you see to input Biafra, you put Biafra there without anybody knowing. So we have to be smarter than our enemies. We have to be strategic. We have to ensure the fruition of this restoration project because that's the only thing that makes sense. Like we said, we don't sleep. Most of us that are doing this, we don't sleep. We are like on top of this restoration project day and night, night and day. We breathe and we live Biafra. And I cannot even wait. I don't even know what other meaning will come to my life if Biafra comes, because Biafra is the only reason why I feel like I'm here. So we have to do all that it takes to ensure this restoration project. We are running out of time. Closing statement from everyone so we can close up. Make it snappy. Sister Augusta, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Sister Mona. As we're saying, marketing Biafra, we want our musicians to start singing Biafra. Yes, and let our people patronize the musicians that sing Biafra.
Yes.
Regardless, all this techno fino, but if by the time you starve them of money, they will start rethinking, re-strategizing, and start singing Biafra. That was how South Africa was helped, because the likes of Raski Mono, the likes of Majek Fashek, the likes of Oris Wiliki, they sang about South Africa, and people knew about the appetite. So our people start singing about Biafra.
Yes.
Put it on Facebook, put it everywhere, Instagram, hashtag, whatever. Put it on any page that will go viral. I will help you promote it. Those that are sewing cloth, if you know how to sew, design all the 4 colors. Patch it here, patch it there, patch it there. By the time you see, we will start, people, I love these multiple colors. Yes, it's all about Biafra.
Our color is beautiful, Biafra. Yes.
That is how we start Biafra. So we should all go out there. If you have, I was trying to get several colors to put on this, I couldn't find. Well, guess what? Any way you show the color, because the color is very beautiful. Any way you show the color of our country, people would ask you questions, and that is how we market Biafra. Let us market Biafra. We are the only ones that can do that. Thank you, sisters.
Thank you, Sister Augusta. Sister Quiff, Snappy, 1029.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've said it all. Just to summarize, the Fulanis that don't have anything who lobby, strategize, and try to steal other people's land and property. How much more those of us that we are intelligent, Biafrans are intelligent, we have the ability, we have the resources, we have the position. Like my sister said, we can produce many things. We can produce lotion, cream, everything. Put Biafra in it. That's all we're saying. So that we can market Biafra to the entire world and to those that are not yet seeing what we have seen. We can do this, people. Power belongs to the people. Remember, Biafra is for us, and we are here together. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Sister Efe.
Yes, thank you very much, fellow Biafrans. We don't have to finish. I believe so. Everything will be said. More than that is. That's why I do not see. This information is good. Listen and act with it. It's going to help us a lot. Thank you very much, and all hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. So people, join us tomorrow. Join us next weekend on Saturday as usual. So we're saying no to injustice. We're saying no to subjugation. We're saying no to looting of our wealth. We're saying no to lack of empowerment for our youth. We're saying no to our children dying in the Mediterranean Sea. Let us all demand for the best for our children, for our future. We have to remember it's only 1% of the people that is holding us hostage in that zoo country. I don't even know if they're up to 1% of the population. So let's fight these people. We are calling on security agents. We are calling on people in different areas of the government to start sabotaging their efforts, to start undermining the zoo government because they are not there to represent you. They may be giving you a little check now. They may be giving you a little money now, but at the end of the day, they will hold your retirement. So you are not doing them any justice. Our leaders said that anyone that served the zoo will come back in shame. Do not be one of those people that will come back in shame. Undermine that government. Help our leader and Biafran people to bring that zoo government that is a bad experiment from hell. We are calling on freedom lovers. We are calling on defenders of equities and liberty to be stand and be counted. Boycott every person, every product that they're using to subjugate our people. Boycott every celebrities that are not using their voices to sing for our freedom. Boycott every movie that is not promoting Biafra freedom. And lastly, boycott every church, every evil entity against our freedom. Remember Twitter Tuesday, we need to use the power of social media. It is free. Do not let it, don't undermine what free things can do. Because it's free doesn't mean you can't use it. Please sign up. Google, ask Google how to use it. Ask your children how to use it. Ask your sisters how to use it. Wherever you see someone, go up to someone and say, hey, I want to start tweeting. Help me how to do this. We really have to propagate our agenda. We need to ensure the restoration of this project because that is the only thing that makes sense for Black people all over the world. Thank you so much again for joining us. Thank you, Mazi Alozie.
Thank you.
You have to unmute yourself.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
I'm doing it. It comes on and off, so that's one of those things. I love the topic. I thank you all for what you did, and Chukwu Kikabema will see us through this, and you give people courage, hope. We are not slumbering, and we are not going to abandon our land for anybody.
Yes.
And we will continue. Thank you all till next week.
Thank you, Wachneke. Remember bless.
You too.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, so we are done. Our Facebook brothers and sisters, we thank you so much for joining us. Please share the videos with those of us that didn't have the opportunity to listen live. Share. We need to encourage our people. You know, we are down, we are, marginalized, we are all over the place. We are doing 20 people's job, we are doing it all. But guess what? We are already, my sister said it nicely. She said Biafra restoration is not a pilot. Very soon we will be landing. So keep on pushing, keep on sharing, keep on propagating, keep on informing, keep on whatever that you can keep on keeping on. Because in no time, we will be dancing on the streets of Biafra. Thank you guys so much for joining us. See us again next Saturday at the same time. The phone number will always remain the same. And do not forget, share. Peace.
Yes.
Love.